All right, y'all. Welcome back to the Off the Bounce podcast, brought to you by the Banquet Hall. It is the season to be jolly. It is the holiday season.
I'm sorry, that being cute is so great.
I'm a professional. I got it. I'm ready.
Shout out to the holidays. I love this time of year. Yes, welcome back. Sorry we've been gone for so long. Life has been lifing, but we're here.
Life has been lifing, and this sweater is from a store that doesn't sponsor the podcast, so I'm not going to say the name, but I didn't spend a lot of money on this, so the light might go out in the middle of the episode, so I'm going to just turn it off now, because that'd be crazy.
Yeah.
But we are back. Took some time off because, as Lisa said, life be lifing. But also, like, why half-ass content for listeners? Like, actually be locked into what we're trying to do.
Exactly.
Riz is here, if y'all can't hear in the background. She's trying to get some treats out of her ball.
She's, just to let y'all know, she's a German Shepherd, so she's pretty big.
She's huge.
Yeah, over there making all that noise. But, nonetheless, we're here.
We're here. And the Lakers have been doing well.
Is that an understatement?
Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, what are we right now? 16-6?
I feel like I'm just that type of fan that until Luka's holding the championship in his trophy or in his hand.
We're doing okay.
We're doing okay.
We're making it shake. Yeah.
But no, I think we've surpassed expectations so far this season.
Yeah, and won some games that I don't think we would have won in the past. Chemistry is looking good. In our group text, I've been saying the same thing. This team really reminds me of the 2020 team in a lot of ways. Not in every way, but in a lot.
What are some of those things that you see that remind you of 2020?
Yeah, so like chemistry is obviously there. Like they are meshing so well. They're having fun on the bench. They actually look like they like each other.
Austin Reeves and Luka look like they really like each other.
I think they're in love.
I think so too. It's like America's best romance, right?
Yeah, they have a true bromance, which you need too. Like when your stars, like I know they joke a lot and claim that they secretly hate each other, but that obviously has played into how well they have played together, not only together but with the team.
Yeah.
And it's easy to get behind your stars when they get along.
Oh, absolutely. And they're both competitive and kind of assholes too. So
yeah.
You can see moments on the court where somebody will shoot a shot and they like look at each other, like they're trying to one up each other.
Yeah.
Which goes well for us because it's like, like bring that competitive energy.
Absolutely.
To the team.
And no ego. I will say between Luka and AR, I don't see a lot of ego. Obviously, AR has gotten out the mud, so he's never really had an ego. He's just happy to be there. Luka is actually a pretty good superstar. Like,
pretty good.
I don't have any complaints in terms of just like, oh, there's like a circus around him and he's doing all these antics and it's hard to root for him. He's been a pretty solid superstar, and so I'm really happy to see them connecting and doing big things and averaging basically 30 apiece.
Yeah, I think they're, as a duo, averaging like 64.
Yeah. It's crazy. Without Braun there.
Without Braun there. I think I saw an image graphic on Twitter where they had like the top 10 scoring duos in the league, and Luka was on there twice.
He was on there.
Three times.
Yeah.
With DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah.
It was with Austin Reeves, and was it Rui?
It was Rui.
Yeah.
And I think Jackson is like, he's like bottoms out at the...
Because when you're averaging 36 points, it's pretty easy to be in that list.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's still early in the season because we're still in... I was talking to my boss about this last week because they were... And we'll probably get to this in a bit when we talk about LeBron's return. But I was like, yeah, we're still in what I'm coining as narrative November and discourse December because... It's just anything that happens on the court with the Lakers, it's just a talking point.
Yeah.
Before Bron came back, people were questioning whether or not Bron could fit in.
LeBron James, the greatest player to ever touch a basketball. Will he be able to fit in with baby LeBron and hillbilly Kobe? Will he be able to? I don't know.
Bron's been on 23 different teams in the league.
When you put it that way, and has been to the finals 10 times in a row.
He's played with nobody's on his team, quote unquote nobody's on his team. Everybody in the league is a somebody, but nobody's on his team. He's been 1A, 1B. He's now in 2 or 3, depending on how you look at it. Like,
yeah,
I wasn't ever that concerned with him fitting in. Have I also still been impressed with how he's fit in? Yes.
Yeah.
But I wasn't like worried.
He also has to do a lot less.
Way less.
And it's really nice to finally like in basically the end of his career, because I don't feel like he's gonna stay much longer.
Maybe. He could surprise. I don't know.
Bron being Bron, he'll be 45.
Wasn't that tweet like 12 years ago that was like, we're almost done with this?
We don't have to deal with this fuckery much longer.
He won like 3 or 4 championships.
He was 30. Man was like, we don't have that much longer.
I believe I saw something else that like besides LeBron, there's no players in the league who were drafted before like 2008.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah, and then when Chris Paul leaves.
Then it'll be 2009.
Yeah, which we will get to.
Yeah, we're going to get to Chris Paul. We're recording this after... I'm saying we're recording this after the Lakers' last game is the Toronto game, because there was no game after that Toronto game.
No, there wasn't.
Yeah, I didn't think so. But LeBron... No, there wasn't.
Right. The light came on. We're here.
It's a weird quirk of the schedule where like they had the Toronto game, then they don't play.
And then they just had a lot of time off.
Yeah, that's weird. But
yes,
things happen with the schedule.
Yes.
But what a way to end the week with the game in Toronto. No game after that.
Yes.
But I was watching that game. There's 4 minutes left. I think Bron had like 4 or 6 points. And I wished I was in another state because I'm like, he's losing that record tonight. I had a gut feeling. I would have put if I was in Vegas, I would have put all my money
on this is the day the streak
is. This is the day. Because it was 4 minutes left and it was a close game. And he was off.
Yeah.
He was off.
Yeah.
So I was like, dang, the streak ending tonight.
Yeah.
But then I would have been pissed in that last 15 seconds. So I'm like, oh, because I thought he for sure was going.
You thought he was going to throw it and be like, nigga, I'm taking this.
Because I would have.
Yeah. Fuck are you talking? Fuck Rui in the corner.
It's tied up.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, we go into overtime and I get my 2 points then. I'm getting my 10.
Yeah, absolutely. Why not? And you get the game winner, possibly.
And you get the game winner. It's perfectly set up.
Yeah, it's perfect. And I keep my streak. It's just like but the way that he ended his streak, passing it to the corner, it goes back to the narrative about Bron of like he's a pass first guy, and he has always said he makes the right play. And if it's him taking the shot or him passing off the shot, whatever,
he's making the right basketball play.
Yeah,
which is something that used to piss me off when I was 15.
Right, absolutely, absolutely. I want you to take, but honestly, let's be real. In this narrative of Bron being like, I always make the right play, I always make you're LeBron James. I actually want you to always shoot. Yeah. I will live and die on a last second LeBron James shot any day before passing it to Rui Hachimura.
Yeah, and especially, like, I think right now in his career, obviously, please make the right play.
Right.
But when we were having these conversations in high school, when it was 2011, I'm like, bro, you can jump over everybody.
And you were he was in a different world, in a different mode. That's 27-year-old LeBron?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
I was like, bro, you're 6'8", 260. If you don't lay that ball up, you're passing You're passing to Carlos Arroyo?
You jumped over Jason Terry. In the playoffs, you dunked over that man, and you want to pass it, boy. If you don't, hey, and that was my biggest issue with him in the early days of his career.
Yeah. But we're here now. He's a Laker now, so he can do
so obviously he's flawless. I thought that I didn't get to see much of that game. Again, life's been laughing, but watched a lot of the highlights. AR got doubled in that last play. It's just starting to show what his gravity is becoming, which I think can open up the Lakers' playmaking ability even more, which we have seen when him and Luka are on the floor. And
sorry, we have grown adults running in the hallway outside.
Grown adults.
I realized I did that in Beverly Hills.
It's just, what are we doing? This is why Riz is barking.
Just like, yeah, I did.
I get it. You're not wrong.
We out here in the Hollywood Hills, and they got people running up and down the mansion hallway.
Mansion hallway is crazy.
We in one of Lisa's 27 bedrooms right now.
Anyways, so I think that AR is coming into himself, and something that we want to talk about is people calling this a fluke and a Linsanity run.
They said he had 40, 10, and 10 over 3 games, and it was like, oh, it's just like Linsanity. I was there for Linsanity.
Right. I was there too. Dude, what is with this recency bias? And like, also if you watch AR's trajectory, the man has been elevating his game each year that he's gotten into the league. And now that I have to be careful because we're going to be on the internet. I wanted to call Darvin Ham something, but you know what? I'm choosing a different thing. Darvin Ham, whoever sent him.
You can say it and I can bleep it out.
You know what? Yes.
That's not even that bad. I'll still bleep it out.
Still bleep it. Had AR coming off the bench.
I saw another quote that said that he was like limiting him to like 27 to 28 minutes to preserve his
to play
24-year-old body.
Taurean Prince and Cam Reddish.
And I wanted to believe in Cam Reddish like your next dude.
Absolutely. Cam Reddish is a next man up kind of guy.
Yeah.
He is not your starter.
No.
Unless you're starting him and AR. Like, what are we, if that was, we were, yes, depleted roster, all of these things. Whatever. Glad JJ's here. Glad JJ sees the light. Glad he is letting him have free reign. But the idea that Austin Reeves is a Linsanity, you know what? And speaking of Linsanity, I had also seen something on Twitter. They had a graphic of AR's progression and Kobe's progression. Mm-hmm. Now listen, don't take this and run with it. I do not think he's Kobe Bryant. I love AR.
Breaking news.
I do not think he is Kobe Bryant. Hillbilly Kobe, absolutely, but not Kobe Bryant. It was very interesting to see the comparison because they're so similar.
Yeah. But completely different because Kobe's been at it in 1998, 99, 2000.
No spacing.
No spacing.
Not shooting threes. Right. And so the other thing is, too, the parallel there that I'm thinking of is coaching. Mm-hmm. Dell was there in Kobe's early years, did not want to play him, didn't like him. Mm-hmm. Eddie Jones was playing over him and Van Exel. Mm-hmm. And then I believe, not Eddie. Am I right?
Yeah, Eddie Jones.
Yeah.
Because I traded Eddie Jones.
Yeah, and then Van Exel got hurt. Mm-hmm. And then that allowed for Kobe to start playing. Very similar, AR. Like, in terms of, like, I mean, not drafted, very different, but, like, you know what I mean?
But
like,
just, like, the trajectory of the situation on the team, for sure.
Yeah, and so it's very interesting to see. It's exciting to see because, like, of course you want somebody, even if it's that, you know, you're not saying he's Kobe, but if it's looking like one of the greatest Lakers to ever play.
I'll run with it.
Yeah. Something else that I came up with about AR, because this is AR Corner, he, again, to go back to the ego thing, He's coming up on contract, and he's like, I want to be a Laker for life.
Yeah.
I don't need to make all these multi-millions.
He's from Arkansas.
He's from Arkansas. I don't even know a city outside of Little Rock. Where is he from? Exactly. No offense if you're from Arkansas, but we gotta be serious. And so, yeah, I think that this idea that it's Linsanity, like, the man is, like, I think he's top 10 in scoring in the league right now.
Yeah, for a while he was also top 10 in assists if he's not still.
Yeah.
But I think for me, I'm just constantly impressed.
Yeah.
Because when we first signed him to a contract, who I thought he would be, versus now, I didn't think he'd be on the Lakers after that year, honestly.
What did Chandler Parsons say?
That he wouldn't be beyond like a 15-5-5 guy.
He's reached his peak. His ceiling is already there.
Yeah, nah. But Chandler Parsons said that after he already proved that he was going to surpass that ceiling.
Yeah, which is crazy.
I was going off of who's this white boy in Summer League.
Yeah, no, exactly.
But for AR to be who AR is now, it's had me rethinking a lot of things because I have I can admit, unlike most racist people, I have a bias against white NBA players, I'm realizing.
Also, the Lakers predominantly have had black stars.
Yes,
Let's just be honest.
I'm not used to rooting for a lot of white men on my team.
Let's just be honest. Luka Doncic is from Dallas, though.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean?
But it's just like, yeah, what he's able to do, and I think especially how anything that would stand out as a quote-unquote weakness or area of improvement for him, he continues to work on. Like last year against T-Wolves, which he was obviously injured, but he was struggling with ball pressure.
Yes.
Now he just gets to the cup when he wants. People think he like foul baits or whatever, but then what I love about Laker Twitter, they pull up the tape, they show every foul. It's like, yeah, they're fouling him here, here. His three ball is starting to come around, which is great. And I have full trust with him and the ball in his hands.
And you know something else that I love about AR's game, which is like an intangible? There will be games that I've watched where he's not necessarily shooting really well.
Yeah.
And he'll still like be relentless, and he is a very next shot mentality guy.
Which is so needed from any player on your team.
Especially your
star.
Yeah, especially your superstar. And I really appreciate that because I have seen games where I'm like, damn, AR is not doing good.
Mm-hmm.
But he'll end up that's when he'll have one of those career nights on assists.
Yeah, he had like 16 dimes earlier in the season.
Yeah.
But also I think pace of game. Bron's really good at this too, but when momentum's shifting, like AR gets to the free throw line, mm-hmm. just make a tough play, he'll do his
Yeah, exactly. And something again so I did end up going to that Minneapolis game. Mm-hmm. That was our last episode. He was not actually playing well.
Yeah.
For a majority of that game, and then just started like cooking, like he got Jake LaRavia involved. He just started like really flipping the switch. Ended up hitting the game winner.
Yeah, you saw your first game winner.
I know, which is great. Well. Yes, for the Lakers.
For the Lakers. Yeah.
I've seen a game winner on us too many times, more than I would like. But yes, that was and I've been to a ton of Lakers games, and it was out of state. It was a blast. It was great, but he was not playing well. But that goes to my point of like how he is not in his head about like, and he was the only star because Luka was out that game, right?
Yeah, Luka was out.
LeBron still wasn't. Yeah, and half of our Marcus Smart was out.
Mm-hmm.
Who else?
I think
Nick
Gabe
Smith.
Vincent.
Nick Smith was there.
Yeah, Nick Smith played because you didn't know who Nick Smith was. At that
I was
point
like, who's 20?
And he was hooping.
And now, shout out to Nick Smith.
Shout out
Respect.
to Nick Smith Jr. So this was a game that you and I didn't go to because you were in Minnesota. Mm-hmm. How drastically different is it going with people who aren't as like diehard fans to where like how you reacted in the moment versus how you like internally like really wanted to react?
Yeah, that's a great question. I was repressed a little bit.
A little subdued.
A little like, oh, good shot. Good job, fellas. Because some of the things I wanted to yell were crazy. And the people around me.
Especially against the T-Wolves and Ant, too.
What? When he started saying, who 12? I wanted to start, because I was behind the bench. Like, the angle I was, I could hear the bench.
You should have yelled, who's 5?
No, me. Where's 5 at? Where's 5? Where's Waldo?
That who's 12 was hilarious.
Yeah. So it was very different. Also, the fans were like, they were talking crazy. Like, that's what I thought. Yelling, like, because at that point, Julius Randle had come down and he had hit a shot. And that put him up 1.
So it was loud.
They were loud. It was only 4 seconds left. But JJ, very great time management, by the way. Because I remember like watching that and I was like, I wonder if JJ's going to take a timeout or if he's going to let this play out. And he didn't, which was great because then they ended up having an out of the timeout play. So Julius Randle hits it and they're like yelling, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, I text you and I'm like, I need this game winner, man. I don't know who's going to hit it, but I need a game winner. And AR he
delivered.
Takes off, hits the floater. Everyone goes crazy. Everybody starts staring at me and who I'm with. Like I hit the fucking game winner. And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, good game, I guess. I'm like, in no way, shape, or form would I ever do that at Staples Center. I wish that we would get a game winner and I turn around and dap up the away team. Man, get the fuck out of my stadium.
No, we're going to talk about certain types of fans later, but that is something that blows my mind because the first game I ever went to in Portland, because you grow up knowing that Portland fans, they hate the Lakers.
Yeah.
We hate them, whatever it may be. They won that game because it was Bron's first game as a Laker.
Oh, right, yeah.
And we walked across a bridge because the difference in Uber prices was like $40 from right outside the arena to across the bridge. So Izzy and I walked, and all the Portland fans, oh, that was a good game. I'm like, nah, this ain't what this is our rival. If we was in Boston, ain't nobody good gaming.
Nobody's coming up.
They standing over me like, yeah, get out my city.
Right. When I went to Boston, I was 14, and I had on a Lakers jersey, and a random grown man was like, what the fuck are you wearing that for? Exactly.
That's what I want.
That's how you should be talking to a 14-year-old.
Exactly. It's sport. Did you see, this is not basketball, but did you see the Freddie Freeman commercial?
No.
So we'll watch this later, but and I'll maybe put it in post too. But the Dodgers or Freddie Freeman's in this commercial. It's not a Make-A-Wish kid commercial, but that type of foundation. Because I read a tweet that after the Dodgers won the World Series, which go Dodgers. After the Dodgers won the World Series, they donated to this foundation because the Blue Jays were donating based off of like them winning if they would have won the World Series, which they didn't. But so
stomp on Toronto again.
Right. But Freddie Freeman's in this commercial where he's going to these kids, but they're all like Toronto Blue Jays fans.
It's me, Freddie Freeman.
What a loser.
Trust me, man. We know who you are.
You've really got some nerve coming here.
I just wanted to visit because I'm just so happy and so proud of how you guys are. Whoa, who threw that?
Go back to your sunshine and traffic, you hoser. You ruined everything. You
By the way, I love what you guys are doing here.
Let's go, Blue Jays. Let's go, Blue Jays.
What a clown.
Let's go, Blue Jays.
Do you even live, bro?
Let's go, Blue Jays.
Like, boo, what are you doing here? You suck. Go home, hoser. Blue Jay. I was like, that's a perfect commercial because that's what sports is supposed to be.
That's exactly what it is.
I don't want you to be buddy with me.
Yeah.
And I even told this to my friends too, especially like Warriors fans. If the Lakers beat the Warriors, I'll text every Warriors fan I know, like, ha ha. They're like, oh yeah. I'm like, no, talk shit.
Right. Why are you
I don't want
giving
camaraderie
in?
here.
Yeah. Why are you like, yeah, you got us this time? No, you guys absolutely suck. I don't care. You're the worst team ever. Steph, don't even shoot that one. I'm lying. I'm saying anything.
It's Cap City.
I'm saying anything.
You know how much I lied about LeBron James in high school?
For my team?
For my
GOAT?
I'll be at home watching the game like, damn, he good as hell. I get to school
The next day?
Man, Bron's so weak.
Man, he ain't got that mentality.
He
What?
can hit the biggest game when he shot that weak ass fade away, that lucky shot.
We have to keep up this, like, the sports, like, just being too kind and soft.
Yeah.
Man. I don't even like saying soft, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, because it's not soft in like a degrading way, but it's just like, nah, like,
Yeah.
Because I like people who own their stuff. I tell anybody, especially on the podcast, I love when people nerd out about the stuff they love.
Yeah, absolutely.
You love your team.
Yeah.
Let's duke it out.
'Cause-
But that's why Lakers fans are the best.
When we went to go to opening night for the Denver Nuggets and we were in the family section opening night, we were getting our ass whooped.
Yeah.
We were getting our ass whooped. And we were talking about Aaron Gordon with us.
Every time, which is completely not true anymore.
No, not at all. I actually don't want him to shoot the ball.
Which is just crazy growth as a player.
Yeah.
He with us every time he shot. Then you got probably his cousin sitting in front of us. This is a family section.
Yeah.
They so lucky we kept it.
You think I care? And then they would look back when he was making a shot. I'm like, yeah, look back. You're supposed to do that though. When he makes a shot, talk your shit back to us. I don't care. We're playing. We're hooping.
I think the little girl next to me was like waving her little foam finger in my face. I was all right now. Because my team's losing. I think we had our go-to Modelo's, which as much as I'm a Lakers fan, what I will say about non-Lakers teams, it don't cost $1 billion to eat and drink at their stadiums.
Bruh. It's also way more accessible.
Way more accessible. You can I went to the Spurs game. It's nothing around the Spurs arena. You just pull up, walk in. I got this tall ass margarita for like $12.
Yeah, dude.
We spent $100 on shots.
Just one shot and hope for the best. hope that lasts at least till
Got a
halftime.
shot in Modelo. We'll have to take a loan out for it. Damn it, Staples Center. But let's get back to these Lakers. So we talked a little bit about Bron coming back. What have you seen from Bron in these few games that you like? Is there anything that you don't like?
I mean, it's the same thing I have seen as he's gotten older with the Lakers.
Yeah.
Unk mode.
Yeah.
He be in unk mode for...
I'll just have to say this real quick.
Yeah.
When the injury report says sciatica and arthritis,
Truly unk.
that's the most washed injury report. And I'm not saying Bron's washed, but reading that,
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah.
But I mean, it's the same thing. He always talks about this. He's like, it's gonna take me time, and he's always well conditioned. I have not seen a season where Bron hasn't come in well prepared. But yes, game condition is very different than like rehabbing and getting back to whatever you were.
And especially when you once again narrative November and discourse December.
Yeah.
Bron, dude, year 23. He don't care about
the
second game.
Let's be serious. I think that he is going to be fine. I'm not. If it's anybody, I'm not worried. And not only that, say we don't get the scoring prowess that we're used to of Bron. The man is having like 10, 11 assists. That coupled with people are still very much afraid of this man.
Absolutely. We need Bron for his IQ more than anything else.
Yeah.
Because just having like my favorite parts of any game. Luka gets doubled, give it to AR or Bron, and they play 4-on-3.
Yeah.
Having that as the backup option.
I'm going for that every time. And we don't need Bron to be his 27-point average player. He had 25, third game he played or something like that. So it's just like, I'm not worried about him. And I'm also like, we don't necessarily need it.
No.
And so that's why it's like, it's not something that I'm super concerned about, or it'd be different if it was AR and Bron.
Yeah.
Then I'd be like, okay, we're missing significant scoring here, and we really need him to step up.
But when you have Luka Doncic, who every time I turn on the Laker game, he has 20 points within a few minutes.
He had 16 points in the first quarter the other day, and I was like, what the fuck? Whose man's is this? This is a creative player, and he plays with such ease. What are we talking about?
Every halftime he has 24, 6, and 5.
Yeah, and so I think so what I do like from Bron, I like that he's pacing.
Yeah.
He's also not overshooting or trying to find his way, in a way that is detrimental to the team.
Yeah.
Like, I have seen some shots where I'm like, oh, you could have made that, Bron, or like, the leg's getting under you. But he's not trying to do too much or be the star or like take over. It seems like he's really relinquished.
Yeah, and this is when I want him to be trying to speed up.
Yeah.
Because the way this Laker team is constructed, it's like when it comes down to May, June, late April, we just trust our best players more than the other team's best players.
Well, not only that, playoff LeBron is a very different LeBron than what we're seeing in the regular season.
Playoff Luka, completely.
Playoff Luka's a different person. AR is a different person in the playoffs. So there's not much that I'm seeing that I'm like, whatever, get Bron out of here. He did have that moment, obviously, when we were playing Phoenix and we were down by a lot, talking to the bench. There's antic things that I'm annoyed with.
How much did that piss you off?
We were down by a lot.
Yeah.
We were down by a lot, and I'm like, sometimes, that'd be irritating me, but I wasn't pressed about it.
I would have been, so people were pissed.
Yeah. It wasn't a good look, but
it was not a good look. I would have been more upset if it wasn't Jordan Goodwin.
Okay, yeah, fair.
Because it's like they were teammates 7 months ago.
True.
And once again, we're in November.
Yeah.
I don't want to see it.
Yeah, and JJ's a fierce competitor. We're, again, these are people, this is a team we're going to be competing against. Again, the camaraderie thing, we don't, not today, after the game.
Yeah.
Didn't bother me. It's stuff like that where I'm like, whatever, Bron. Okay. But in terms of his actual play, I'm not worried about him. I'm excited that he's back. I want him to stay healthy. If he needs to rest. He deserves it. If any player in the league right now deserves to rest,
it's Bron.
It's LeBron James.
No player's ever played 23 seasons in the league.
No, and Ben is good.
And that's, we can get off Bron in a second, but
yeah,
that's the thing about Bron is that compared to how most players are when they're in the twilight of their careers, he look like he could go 10 more.
No, absolutely. And to your point, that's why you're like, I wouldn't be surprised if he played 3 or 4 more years. Like,
he won't just because he doesn't want to, but
and Savannah would whip his ass. But I'm excited to have Bron back. I think he adds a lot. Again, it's the gravity that he provides, because even on that last play, to go back to the game winner, when AR got doubled, he passed it off to Bron. Bron drove down the middle, and they all converged on him. And then he just threw it to Rui, who was wide open. And so, but again, he's so valuable because they were still, even at 40, gonna be 41 on the 30th. They literally were like, oh, we cannot have this. So that matters in late game situations.
Yes, I thought he was going to launch it, honestly, because he was so far back from the 3-point line. I thought he was just about to
just knock it down. Yeah.
No, I thought he was going to airball, but I thought he was going to
You're like, he's going to take this.
Yeah. I feel like since Bron's been a Laker, he don't hit the game-winning threes.
Yeah.
He hit the 3 that gets you within 3.
Yeah.
He hits you the 3 that gets you to up 6.
Right.
But the game-winning 3s, he is not giving those to us.
So I think he's still valuable in a lot of ways, and he is, that name holds weight. I don't care what you say, how you want to talk about it. He still holds weight on the floor.
Absolutely. Couple
Yeah.
more players I wanted to talk about, though, before we get into other aspects of the league. Jared Vanderbilt.
Yes. Lots of DMPs, coaches.
Including in
decision.
blowouts.
Yeah, which is crazy. I'm wondering, because I did see some conversation about, they asked JJ directly, and he was like, he's been a professional, and like right now this is not the scheme that he wants to run that would involve Vando. I'm very curious why he feels that he is absolutely unplayable, though.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the biggest thing for Vando that I have an issue with is his he is literally a lack of scoring.
Mm-hmm.
When he's on there, you can totally ignore him.
Yeah.
Unless he's like in the dunker spot and gets like an easy lay, and even then,
He'd be blowing it.
yeah. And I don't know if that's like a mental thing that he's come into, but he really, because his defense is valuable.
Absolutely.
And it's weird, and especially with Marcus being out, because he's been out for a few games. I'm just, what are they doing to make that better? And also just like, at what point, if he's unplayable, are we putting him up?
Yeah. Because
Take
that's
him
my
off the
thing.
team. So what do you think?
I love Jared Vanderbilt, and I wish that he could evolve as an offensive talent. I do think there is still a role for him on this Laker team. Kind of look at him as like a attack dog that it's kind of like break in case of emergency, because there's been games over the last couple of weeks where it's like maybe Vanderbilt doesn't need to be playing 15 minutes this game, but
Yeah.
can he like cut the water off on them real quick? 'Cause
Yeah.
especially the Phoenix game when we got Gillespie, is that how you pronounce it? Gillespie,
yeah.
Gillespie
and
then
fucking
and Dylan Brooks. I would like to see Vando just get it thrown in there just to mix things up.
Yeah.
Even if it's just for a few minutes, because I know Laker fans are tired of Gabe Vincent. I'm still a resident of Gabe Vincent Island. I will be until he's no longer a Laker. But
he's just smaller.
He's tiny.
He's a smaller guard. He plays really hard. I respect Gabe Vincent too. I joke a lot, but I respect him too. Vando has a 7'1" wingspan.
yeah, he's 6'8".
He's 6'8".
It's a need.
Why not use him?
Why not use him? And I think not the only thing, but something that does get me not caring too much, and why I would just like them if he ain't gonna play.
Mm-hmm.
Why I would like if he's, where is it? But one thing that makes it to where like if he's not gonna play, I would wish they just trade him. Which obviously if they're going to, they're gonna take their time with. But Rook, he's been playing. Hasn't been like lighting up the scoreboard or anything like that, but there's little spurts of when Thero's in the game where the hustle, the energy is doing what Jared Vanderbilt would do. And also because I think Thero's a rookie and isn't as embedded to the scouting report, the defense will at least look at him when he's on the 3-point line.
Yes, I think, yeah. Seeing Thero play a couple of times now, he has the same athleticism, more athleticism than Vanderbilt. He's insanely athletic. The other thing is, yes, his scoring ability, jumping out the gym, has a nice little jumper. He has a very, and if that, like you said, if you're not going to play Vando, especially while, again, I think him and Marcus Smart were a really good tandem defensively. They were disturbing a lot on the perimeter, which
Absolutely.
I think is what we're lacking. Hopefully we get Herb Jones, but that's a whole other topic. But, yeah, I think we're lacking a lot of perimeter defense, but Vando could switch. For me, I've seen him switch 1 to 5.
Yeah.
And so he, in my opinion, is valuable. Defense wins championships, and I really do believe that. Because when we played OKC and got our ass whooped, there was nobody to disrupt half of the people that were scoring. So it's just like having Thero or Vando in there and throwing like different schemes defensively, and then maybe Thero picking up that slack maybe Vando has. Could work, but I love Vanderbilt, and I hope that, you know, JJ he trusts him again at some point in the season. I wouldn't want to see him go, but if it were for somebody that had both, was a really good two-way player, I'd be here for it. But it's weird to see him not even get playing time in blowouts.
Yeah.
Too. That's where I'm like, is there something more there?
Yeah, but I will say when I have seen like the camera cuts him on the bench, like he'd just be chopping it up with Braun on the bench. He'd be chilling. He'd be actually rooting for players on the team, because what you don't want to see is that case where players benched and not playing and they're just pouting on the bench.
And then it affects the rest of the team.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like that. And I
at
think
all.
that too, JJ has the respect of his players
Yep.
because Jared Vanderbilt hasn't come out and said, well, if I was, like how players do that when you get blown out. He hasn't done that. He's been, like you said, just showing up, being a part of the team. When they get in the scuffles, he the first one off the bench, looking like, what's going on? I'm ready to box when you are. So yeah, I'm rooting for Vandy. Want him on the team. Love his tenacity. Love his hustle. Dude hustles like nobody's business.
And I love when players play hard. Like,
yeah, and he's big. He's just another big body. So yeah, that's how I feel about Jared.
But Jared Vanderbilt, please get with Aaron Gordon.
That's actually a really great.
See what he was on.
That's great advice. But the difference is with Aaron Gordon, not to go on a tangent, but like he was the man in Orlando.
Yeah, that's true.
He was their star. So like him having to like, bring down his stardom and fit in was probably a lot easier. And he was already dunking, doing all things out like. Yeah. So, but yes, get with him.
And I feel like the tragedy he went through too, like fueled like
a different.
Yeah. It's different.
Yeah.
So yeah, get with Aaron Gordon, and we're still early in the season too.
Yeah, I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all. But I do hope that in this time that he is working on something, and when he shows up, I don't need the corner three as much as I would love it. If he really got a corner three, it'd be amazing. But I do need him to finish layups. I do need him to dunk the ball.
You just have to matter on that side of the court.
Yeah, a little. You have to be. There's been so many times where I've seen players like physically leave Jared.
Yeah, he's just not being guarded.
He's a non-factor, and that becomes a 5-on-4 situation, and it messes up all of our offense.
Which makes sense from a defensive standpoint too, because if I could throw an extra body at Luka or AR and just let Jared Vanderbilt beat me, you gotta let Jared Vanderbilt beat you.
Right.
But yeah, not in worry zone yet. But if I were a different team, I would probably be a little bit worried. So I have two teams we could talk about. If I was a fan of them, I would be throwing up right now.
Yeah.
I'll give you your pick. Milwaukee Bucks, Los Angeles Clippers.
Trade rumors are starting to spin right now. And
the league been waiting on the I feel like every journalist in the NBA had their Giannis article just ready for whatever moment they could press it.
Absolutely. I would be sick to see my franchise player not happy. I mean, it is Milwaukee, granted. No shade to the Midwest, but we have to be serious.
We done lost our Midwest followers, our Kansas followers.
I'm sorry, but this is a Greek Nigerian man. He has been by the beach. He is used to major cities. Come on, man. But not only that, they're not really doing anything to put him in a position to win. They went and got Dame, and then they waived him without telling him, without even talking to him.
Wild.
Maybe it made sense to them, and then they went and got Miles Turner. Sure.
He was averaging like 3 rebounds a game.
So you have not put him in a position since they won in 21.
They traded Chris Middleton for Kyle Kuzma.
Sent him to DC to go die. It's like, and then you get Kyle Kuzma. So I understand the frustration for him, and he's 30. So it's like I'm getting to that point where it's like, hey, I'm peaking, but you guys need to do something with this peak. He also has come out and said he thinks all the Europeans should be in large markets. He is happy that Luka's on the Lakers.
I'll take another European.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it would be the reason that I wouldn't be as upset as a Bucks fan is because I know we're getting something back out of that, something good. Like,
and he won him a championship.
Yeah, I can't be mad at that. Now all roads lead to LA in my mind because it's giving real Kareem-ish over here. This is my delusion. I'm not usually delusional as a Laker fan, but we have photoshopped every major star in a jersey, and a lot of them do come to us at some point. So I just want to be clear.
I will be very happy to be wrong, but I don't think he's going to be a Laker.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think the Knicks have the best pathway. I've been in my group chat with my fantasy league, and we have talked about OKC being a possibility. Now, I don't think we've talked about this. I don't think he's going to OKC, but they do have.
They have the best package. The Bucks would be an ass to send him to OKC if you don't want to go to OKC.
Right, and that's the other part is that they are like willing to send him wherever they have to, because if they want something valuable. Yeah. So they're willing to send him where he wants to go. So I think, the New York Knicks look like the best bet to me. And then I saw very lightly the Warriors, but I highly doubt that because I think that AD has a better package to go to the Warriors, which I've been seeing amongst trade talk too now because I don't think they want to build around AD anymore.
Giannis on the Warriors looks nasty to me. I don't like it.
I don't like it for a lot of reasons. I don't think it'll last long term.
Because in this scenario, do they keep Jimmy or do they trade Jimmy?
I think they're trading. That was the idea, is that they're trading him.
So you starting Steph, Buddy, Giannis, Draymond, and Post.
Yeah. And that's nasty work. But I mean, as a Warriors front office, I don't give a fuck.
Nah.
You try it.
Yeah, y'all gonna have to figure something out.
Do your best. But yeah, I think that Giannis also deserves to be in a big market.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, like, he's the exact type of player that New York Knicks fans deserve.
Yeah.
Like, somebody who plays hard and is good at basketball, and you already have Jalen Brunson on your team.
Absolutely. Kat, you're going to Milwaukee. See you in Wisconsin, buddy. Yeah, you're out of there. But yeah, I think and when we also have talked about this, when the Knicks are good at basketball, it's better for the NBA.
Because when Madison Square Garden is jumping, I can't wait to see a game in MSG.
Man, what? New York Knicks versus with Giannis and Luka, height of the season, man. That's the shit you want to see. That's the shit you want to see. So I would be really excited for him to go to the Knicks. Keep the East competitive too. Because if he comes to the West, I'm like,
we have to veto some shit.
But
also, I need some other team to get a trade vetoed.
No, honestly, because what the hell? And speaking of that, let's transition into the Chris Paul situation and us talking about, would you rather be a Clippers or a Bucks fan? And that poor ass franchise. Listen, Chris Paul, albeit 40, decides, hey, he announces, this is my last year in the league.
I'm gonna go be a Clipper.
I'm gonna go be a Clipper. Commendable, because there's no way in hell. I'd rather go to Charlotte.
You gotta go to Charlotte.
Hang with the guys.
You can even be a Pelican.
You could even be a Pelican.
Literally any other team he played with.
Any other team. You could have went to the Rockets.
I get it.
Sure. I would have even OKC.
OKC is the one.
You should. He loved Shea. Shea always talks about how he mentored him, loves him.
And free ring.
Free ring. Because they're, well.
Assuming the Lakers didn't win.
Assuming the Lakers don't win. But you know what I mean? There's a pathway right there.
Way better chance than on the Clippers.
Don't know why he did that. I know he loves LA. You could have just went back and forth, my guy. But
3:00 in the morning.
What's so shitty about it is that, like I said, he chooses to go back, spends his last year there. Obviously he's not Chris Paul of old. Fine, we knew that going in. He is vocal, holding people accountable.
As Chris Paul does.
As he always has. That has never not been his...
No one's ever said Chris Paul's this nice guy.
No one's ever said... And no one's ever not talked about his leadership.
Yeah.
He is a win, even at 40.
He's a winner.
He's a winner. So he comes in there. You don't play him. You give him DMPs because he isn't playing well.
Yeah, he's averaging 2 on 22%.
Yeah. I'm not, okay, fine. But then you're like, okay, we need him to step up as a leader. We need him to coach the young guys up, the 3 that are on there, because there's Town over there. But you want him to hold the stars accountable. He does that. Y'all are upset that and then he tries to have a meeting with the coach, with Ty Lue.
Who's not talking to him.
Who's not talking to him because of the way that cool, whatever. And then you just let him go in the dead of night. You don't even let him travel with the team.
It's just so dirty to do your franchise GOAT like that. After you've already done your other franchise GOAT like that.
You did, and I really think that the Clippers have experienced karma for what they did to Blake Griffin when 5 months after he signed that 5-year, $173 million deal.
Now she knowing the exact number.
Yeah, because, they ship him off to fucking Detroit for Tobias Harris.
Nasty. What's what they did?
Marjanovic. And it was one more player and some draft picks.
We're sickos for knowing that just off the
And you send him out to Detroit to die again, And that man has a career season, takes him to the playoff, because I think they got an 8th seed that year.
Yeah, I mean, he low-key kind of, well, the Pistons had to rebuild again after, but he low-key started this, like, new wave of
He did.
Detroit basketball. Like, he made them, like, a relevant basketball team.
He played so well for them, like, that's what I'm saying, is, like, how do you do your number 1 pick who wanted to be a Clipper?
He wanted to retire a Clipper.
He wanted to be a Clipper for, like,
First player to ever.
Whoever said that, Blake Griffin being the first, insane to me. Don't know why he would ever say that. But the fact that you had somebody that was willing to be there, because I remember when he re-signed that, I was like, oh, he doesn't want to win.
Yeah, exactly.
I knew that. I was like, oh, he'll never win a championship. No shade to Blake Griffin. I think he's great.
Yeah.
He was a great player.
Especially at that point of his career.
Yeah. And I was like, you re-signing with a Clip, that's a choice. And he stayed, and they shipped him off. And so I think that this is, again, there are 2 franchises right now that I think are just tanking their image and tanking their reputation, the Dallas Mavericks and the Clippers, because that is 3 a.m.
Yeah, 3 a.m.
to a Hall of Famer. That his jersey honestly should be in the rafters for y'all.
Really, nobody should be waving at 3 o'clock in the morning.
No one, but especially Chris Paul.
Especially Chris Paul.
For holding your players accountable.
Let me ask you this: if you're Chris Paul, and 6 years from now, when you're in the Hall of Fame, the Clippers are like, "Hey, we're still going to retire number 3." What do you say to them?
I can't say it on the pod. I'd rather not.
That says enough.
I'd rather not, because it's just like, also the ownership, not even talking to him. They didn't talk to him directly.
Yeah.
And when I saw that, that was even worse. I was like, Ty Lue didn't speak to him. He just found out on some like...
And Ty Lue being a player's coach, too.
And that's also what's interesting to me, because I have a lot of respect for Ty Lue, and that kind of put a really bad taste in my mouth, because I'm like, damn, CP3 though? And you guys were friends too? And so if there's more to the story that ends up coming out, sure. But all the players that have spoken have said... that have spoken to Chris Paul directly that I've seen have been like, this is fucked up. This isn't cool. Also, they've talked to players on the team and they're like, yeah, we just didn't like his leadership style. Man, go win. Man, go fucking win.
Do you think Chris Paul told Ty Lue that's why AI stepped over you or something?
You said what?
You think Chris Paul told Ty Lue that's why AI stepped over you? Maybe that was
I would have. That would have come out of my mouth.
Chris Paul probably tripped him in practice and stepped over him, and Ty Lue was like, nah.
You remember this? This feel familiar?
Wrap it up.
Yeah, so I think it's disappointing. I feel really bad for Chris Paul, because I think he deserves a better send-off than this.
Right after, too, where he was, like, doing the official, re-announcing his last season.
You not Kobe, they don't love you like that.
Crazy.
I'm just kidding.
But it's just so wild that, because he started the season, it was no surprise it's going to be his last season.
Yeah.
Then the middle of the season when he stopped playing, he was like, hey, I need to get on this court. Let me remind y'all I'm about to retire.
All to get released. Within
Wild.
days of him saying that.
So let's get into predictions. Where does Chris Paul? Let's do Chris Paul and Giannis. When it's middle of February, where are those 2 players play if they're both playing?
Yeah, I hope Chris Paul gets a chance with OKC. I hope. Like, I don't know if they have it or they want to. Maybe Shea advocates for that. Shea loves him.
Yeah.
And has a lot of power over there. I think it would be great to see him finish in OKC and potentially be set up really nicely for a ring. Charlotte or New Orleans, because that's where he started. I think that he did a lot for the city of Charlotte when they were there. I think that would be really dope for him to go back and do that. So first team, or the team that he kind of, it's the same thing you were talking about with Blake Griffin. When they went to OKC, it completely changed the way that
changed the culture of OKC.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's when I started to see them kind of like form into what they are now.
Yeah, I think with Chris Paul, if he wants his best shot at winning, I think he goes to OKC. And I think that is the likeliest outcome. People will keep, the Lakers always get floated when anybody talks about anything. The Lakers are always brought up in all these situations as clickbaity, but Chris Paul has said before, and I'm sure this is not 100%, like, I don't think he's being 100% serious when he says it, but he has to be able to wear number 3 to be CP3, and I don't think the Lakers would have given him number 3, so that's why I'm ruling out the Lakers.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Because of AD.
Yeah,
now?
because of AD.
Okay, that's respectable.
Because if he were to go to the Lakers and not wear number 3, that's gonna be the most washed jersey of all time.
It's gonna be nasty.
No longer CP3. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, seriously. It'll be like that Memphis jersey for Carmelo.
Yeah.
That doesn't exist. Or no, is it Atlanta? It's Atlanta.
One,
the Atlanta jersey.
one.
I mean, yeah.
He gonna be CP11. Nasty. Then Candace Parker really be the only CP3.
No, seriously, yeah.
So I don't think it's the Lakers. If I were to say a non-OKC team, though, I could easily see it being the Spurs.
I think he could. I was gonna say that too. Him going back to the Spurs.
Yeah, going back to the Spurs. Mentor for Dylan Harper, and Stephon Castle, even De'Aaron Fox. I'm sure you could show De'Aaron Fox some things too.
Right.
I think is a less likely chance of getting a championship in San Antonio, and probably not as much playing time.
Yeah.
I don't think he's really gonna get that much playing time.
I don't think he's even worried about that at this point.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
But also, like, I probably want to throw lobs to Wemby in practice a few more times
What?
before I retire.
Man, I'd love to be
I'll
on the fucking B team diamond. What are you talking about?
And a quick tangent before we get to Giannis. Have you happened to watch the DeAndre Jordan episode of All the Smoke?
I haven't.
So in that episode, which is a really good episode actually, but they were talking about when Chris Paul came to the Clippers, and I thought it was hilarious because DJ said that him and Blake were mad at Chris Paul because his alley-oop passes were too accurate. Like he would throw it in the perfect spot for them, but they wanted to like go up and get it.
Yeah.
So he was like, nah, like you throw too good of passes, which is crazy.
Insane, yeah.
So to be able to do that with Wemby, where I'm pretty sure like the box of where you could throw a lob to Wemby.
For Wemby is anywhere. I told you, if I was on the Spurs, I would literally every game just toss it up, and I know that he would probably catch it. I don't give a shit.
The offense would be just get the ball over there.
Yeah. Obviously, I keep him safe.
Yeah.
I don't want him to do nothing stupid, but I'm practically throwing it up every time.
Every single time.
Yeah, I think I respect Chris Paul a lot. It's unfortunate what the Clippers are doing to him, but you know what poor franchises do.
It's the Clippers.
It's the Clippers. The Clippers gonna clip.
The Clippers are gonna clip, and every time they trick me a little bit, where I'm like, maybe the Clippers.
Maybe they're turning the corner.
They always turn right back around, and it's just a fact of sports. At this point.
Absolutely.
It's just like the Clippers is gonna clip, and I'm sure 72 years from now they might win a championship.
And OKC has their pick this year. So don't even get me started. Yeah, they're just terrorizing the league.
What about Giannis? Where's Giannis going to be in February?
Giannis, Knicks.
You think Giannis is a Knick in February?
I think Cat's gonna be a Buck and Giannis is gonna be a Knick. And Mikal Bridges might also be a Buck.
To go from Giannis to Cat as a Buck fan, that's tough. I might renounce my fandom. There was a Clipper fan who renounced his fandom.
I've seen a lot
Blake
of them.
Griffin commented on it.
I've seen a lot of renouncing lately. Yeah, I think if not there, Miami.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason I can't see Miami fully is because I don't think that the Bucks feel like they would get enough back. There's not a lot there. In terms of like besides Andrew Wiggins and Bam and Tyler Hero.
They probably want Norman
Powell. But I'm saying like you're trying to get a star for a star there, and
I can see them putting together like an Andrew Wiggins, Khalil Ware, maybe.
Yeah, but even then, I don't feel like it's enough to be like, oh yeah, we're giving up Giannis for this, unless they give a bunch of draft picks, just like Sam Presti got, something like that. But Miami might be in the conversation, I think.
What if they traded him for AD?
The Mavs?
Mm-hmm.
Are they smart enough to do that? Are the Mavericks smart enough to do that?
Probably not. I don't know what else they'd be able to throw in because they're not giving up Cooper Flag, of course. But
what are they gonna give him? Klay Thompson? Like I love Klay. They have to.
AD and Lively.
Yeah, AD Lively.
Nemhard.
Because also we have to think about salary.
Brandon Williams. I don't know. I'm happy I don't have to deal with this.
Yeah. What do you think? Where do you think he goes? Or where? Do you think it even happens this season?
That's what I was gonna say. If I had to like put my money down on it, I think he stays a Buck rising out one last time. Mainly because the Bucks want to do their due diligence, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think teams also probably want, and I think also his calf strain complicates it too. Because now he's out for 4 more weeks. if I had to put my money on it, I would probably say he stays this season and gets traded in the off season. Because I also can see teams not wanting to like sell the farm for him.
No, not, and especially not right now, where we're in the midst of trying to make that run. Because it's one thing, like, yes, for instance, even with us, with the Lakers, you trade your star for younger, better star. He comes in already on a playoff push, doesn't go anywhere. There are some teams that are like, no, we need to just stick. Like, I think I feel a little bit more comfortable because if he comes in, you're getting rid of a lot of players to bring this guy in. So it's like maybe you're not going to reap the benefits right away, and maybe some people don't want to sell the season this year. And also with the possibility of him re-aggravating that calf strain, I don't see it happening. And like rush, and also I don't think a lot of teams want to rush.
No, I think the league has learned its lesson about rushing.
Because I will always go back to this. Nico he works for the Lakers. I swear to God, man. Because it does not make sense that we didn't have to give up AR. I still don't understand that.
Yeah, because even when you said trade your star for a younger superstar, this doesn't happen. If Giannis doesn't get traded this season, though, I think the chances he becomes Laker increase significantly, though.
I would agree with that.
Because then there's we have cap space to play with, we have an additional pick to play with.
Bron's gone. Or Bron's year is up.
Yeah, Bron's year is up, and I'm sure he wouldn't mind coming back for a minimum to play with Giannis, Luka, and AR.
I mean, how much more money does the man need? He's a billionaire. He'd probably come back on a vet minimum. I don't believe that, but I'm exaggerating. But you know what I mean? He would definitely take a pay cut to get Giannis on the team. And then say they don't have to, say they pay Bronson bullshit, and then they're able to just like do a sign and trade. That could be really... Yeah.
Jump off Dalton Connect and Gabe and Maxey to like the Wizards or something.
Yeah, and even... I don't want to get rid of Rui. I like Rui, but even throw Rui in there. But I really don't want to... I don't want it to happen this season because I feel like we would package AR. And like, you do that every time. I would go get Giannis for AR every time, but... I
actually don't think they would trade AR for him.
Really?
I don't think they would. I think that the Lakers would put their foot down and say, like, our chances are better waiting this out versus giving AR for him. But we'll see. I mean, there's plenty of season left. There's plenty of things that could surface.
Yeah.
Somebody else might want to put in a trade request at the end of the season, too.
Yeah, it's an exciting time. I love trade time.
I love trade time. I think that's it for major news around the league. So... How about we do a quick crash out corner and then we can get into fantasy corner and close out the episode.
Sounds good.
So we had 2 crash outs on the docket, but while we were talking, I did think of a third one we had talked about before. Let's start with the third one because maybe we don't have... No, you probably still have a short opinion about this. NBA contracts.
Desmond Bane. You want to start?
Who's been playing better lately?
Yeah, but he's not worth $200 million.
You don't think so?
Sir, I need us to all be serious.
$200 million and giving up 5 picks, it ain't worth it.
Bradley Beal, he was on a $250 million contract.
Ugh.
And got a buyout for that.
You know what? Here's where we go. I'm going to look at the most...
Bradley Beal, whose hip is broke. And I actually like Bradley Beal.
Most expensive NBA contracts. All right. NBA contracts. Bradley Beal makes $53.67 million. Oof. He makes more than Anthony Edwards, Devin Booker. He makes almost $30 million more than Shea. He makes more than LeBron, KD, Luka, Tyrese Halliburton.
How many of those have been to the finals?
A lot of them. Not Bradley Beal.
He hasn't even sniffed a conference final.
Yeah, that's some sick work there.
And how many games has he played in the last 2 to 3 seasons?
Not a lot, and he's not playing anymore this season either.
He's out for the season, and he's only 32, 33.
Tough times.
This is my thing. I think that I'm never going to get in people's pockets. I think that people should be able to earn money, put themselves in great situations. Prefacing by saying that.
Yeah.
Also, and I need us to all be serious individuals and serious adults here.
Bring back the $8 million contracts.
But this is again, CJ McCollum. This is your fault. This is your fault. But this is also why a lot of the players don't care. Mm-hmm. They're getting they have one good season and they're getting paid off, and then they don't want to participate in All-Star weekend. They don't want to be better than what they did last year, because now they $250 million, and you had one season where you were the scoring champion, and then after that you haven't played and you've been injured. Is diabolical. Yeah. And it's just like there is no incentive anymore to play hard, to work for these contracts, because like look at AR.
Yeah.
We're paying him we are getting him on a discount.
Yeah.
We're paying him pennies.
And it was a discounted contract when we signed it.
Yeah. And so I hate all of the stars that get paid. I'm always going to be, yes, you guys make your teams money. You make them a bunch of money. You obviously should get revenue. You're bringing in all that money. You should obviously get paid. Desmond Bain, I'm going to go back to that. Desmond Bain
catches so many strikes.
Is crazy. That's not crazy to anybody.
It's a little bit.
Nobody even know what he looked like. What are you talking about? Huh?
Sorry, Desmond.
I'm sorry that you're catching this straight, but I have to be for real. What, they had a cool little run? Memphis had that 2-year run, and then he gets a $200 million contract? So, it's bad for the game. They need to stop doing it. They're overpaying. Like, it's insane that there's these players that are $250 million for Bradley Beal. Bad business. Bad fucking business, man.
Bad business.
So, yeah, the contracts are out of control. We need to start paying people what they're actually doing for the game. And if you're not, sorry, get out of town. You know what I mean?
Get out of town.
So, yes, that's how I feel about Spurs. What about you? What do you feel?
I think you said it all. I don't think I have anything. You crashed out enough for both of us.
I'm sorry.
You was a little mad at Desmond Bain.
It's irritating. It's irritating. Let's see where he is in 5 years.
I'm not prepared to talk about sports. I haven't done any research.
You're in a group chat.
You're in the group chat.
I understand, but I'm sure y'all already covered what we talked about in the group chat.
Not really. So how has your experience been in our group chat so far?
It has been a lively time. There's much to discuss with so many people at one time. It's been great. Like rapid updates and highlights about what's happening.
Keeping you in the loop.
In the basketball industry.
The industry is great. She's making it sound like it's a career choice. Oh, fuck. Great. Well, we've enjoyed you in the group chat. Your participation has been irreplaceable.
Oh, thanks, man. You know, I really tried to add, something to the conversation and the dialogue.
Anything,
even if it's just a listening ear.
All right, well, we're gonna finish recording.
And that was Tiana's corner. She'll be back in person next time, though.
Bye.
All right. So, quick not technical difficulties. Y'all need to know what the fuck we was doing.
Mind your business.
Yeah, mind your business.
We're back, right?
We never left, really. So, yeah, I think you crashed out enough on Desmond Bain. I don't think I need to add too much to it. But I will say, even though, it's been, I think, the original new TV deal was 2016 when they was giving Alan Crabb $100 million and shit.
I forgot.
But it's been 9 years of this, and every time I see a new contract, it just blows my mind because it's like, who?
Whose man's is this?
Eric making $30 million a year. I'm like, nah, because just like I grew up on the contracts that didn't look that crazy.
No,
people lost their shit when Kobe was making $25 million
over 10, 30 years. Them contracts, the superstars used to. I was just looking up Shaq's contract when he signed with the Lakers. It was like 7 years, yeah. $150 million. Something
Magic Johnson signed for $25. Magic
Not-
Johnson got $1 million a year. Now you got Pajemski having $22 million.
But that's what I'm saying is that I think that the difference being, right, your stars should get paid because they're bringing all the money in for your team. Very valuable. Role players to a degree. Like a Lamar Odom, I wouldn't have a problem paying him. Bradley Beal's hip is broke. He's not playing this entire season. $250 million. $57 million a year.
American dollars?
USD.
USD? Dang.
So, anyways.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crash out corner number 2. I'm trying to think, which one do I want to do next? Crash out corner number 2. Let's go with these casuals.
Yes.
So, I have a student worker that I work with, and on multiple occasions, he has chatted with me about basketball. The first one, we were talking about fantasy sports for the first time. He was like, dude, like, I'm playing this dude, and this guy Jokic got 16 assists. I'm like, yeah. He's like, what is he, a point guard? I'm like, no. You don't know who Nicole, you don't know the Joker? And he played fantasy basketball? Nah, I never heard of it. He really like that? Yeah.
Didn't you say he had the number 1 pick and he chose Steph over?
He said he would have chosen Steph over Jokic if he had the number 1 pick. Because he was shocked. He was like, how does dude, like, get him, like, with the second pick? I'm like, it's the Joker. Why would? He's like, I would have taken Steph number 1 this year? No.
And this is why I don't have conversations. There's, like, there are fans and then there are people that are, like, everyday watchers. There are fans that come in and out. And then there are casuals. I don't like either of those categories. I like fans who have been watching, know what's going on. I had a conversation, they will not be named because they will be upset, but I was having a conversation about why I think that Shea is good at basketball and that OKC deserves to win and they were built from the ground. Mm-hmm. Argument was, I don't know if I want to say this in the pod because they're going to know it's them. Argument is that they were built by the NBA. I said Sam Presti built that team brick by brick. They are not tailored. They got Chet. They got Shea. They drafted well. They traded for picks.
It's the most organic way that you could build a team.
It is the original way to build a team.
Because their big free agent signing on that team is Hardenstein. Who's a great pickup, and that's what good GMs do.
And I'm just like, what are you talking about? And then, Shea plays. And again, we could get into this conversation of Shea playing unethical basketball. People love to say, I'm like, this kid is averaging 35.
And ask all those people how many OKC games they watched to completion.
They're literally the number 1 defensive team. They're outscoring every opponent. I'm like, what are we talking about? No, I just feel like OKC. And I'm like, they literally have they had the biggest point differential, I think, in the history of the NBA for the playoffs.
Yeah.
What are we talking about, guys? But that's the casual and and just media
and
being
people who don't watch the games.
And people who don't watch the games.
Because everybody who doesn't watch the games has an opinion, and I think that's part of it. It's the following players instead of teams. That's part of it too. Because in a subsequent conversation with that student, we were talking about football, and was it just football? Yeah, we're talking about football. Because my boss is like, oh, like, who's your football team? And he was like, college or NFL? He's like, oh, let's hear both. And he was like, well, the best college football team. I was like, that's not the question he asked you. I was like, he was like, oh, best college team is Alabama, so I'm an Alabama fan. I'm like, he didn't ask who's the best college. He asked who's your favorite.
Right.
Then he was like, NFL is like, right now it's the Ravens, but y'all old heads, I know y'all like follow teams, like if they're bad or not. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, that's how fandom works. Watch the fuck you talking to.
But yeah, I'm like, yeah, it's always gonna be so much funner to me to root for the Lakers no matter what than I can still be like, I love Jalen Brunson, who I love Steph Curry.
I told you Clay was my favorite player. Damian Lillard.
Still rooting for AD, but when it comes down to it, it's who's on the Lakers.
But it's so much sweeter being like a true fan because the down years make the up years so much better, right?
It's like so much. I watched Ryan Kelly. I remember when Chris Kaman was on the team. I was rooting for Sean Williams as the second coming of somebody. Had Chris Kaman laying across the bench. Kendall Marshall.
We had Kendall Marshall.
We called Andrew Gallagher Mini Mamba.
Dark times to say the least. So it's just like
Robert Sacre. I'll go down the list.
There is so many.
Remember Derek Character?
Whoa, that is a pool. That's a pool, dude.
Devin Eubanks.
Yeah. We also had Tyler Ennis at some point.
Starting.
Didn't we have him on the team? Yeah.
Jose Calderon
when he was not.
Marcelo Huertas.
Hey, he was raw. Don't ever come for Marcelo. He was raw with it.
Ramon
Sessions.
I'm not saying these people aren't raw, but I'm saying we're like counting.
Yeah.
We were hoping Ramon Sessions was going to be our Chris Paul.
Yeah, we had all the hopes in the world, dreams, hopes, all of that. Kwame Brown was supposed to be it.
Ugh.
Baby hands over there.
Christian Iyenga.
Wow, yes.
I'm getting.
You're really pulling out of the.
Cause I'm just really thinking back, like who was I like going to war for? In college, I'm over here like y'all don't know about Xavier Henry.
But oh my God, Xavier Henry! I remember when he was playing on the Santa Cruz Warriors, and I was living in Santa Cruz.
Y'all know about Jody.
Y'all don't remember? Y'all weren't outside when he had that 50-point game, and he ended up getting a contract because he had a really good season with the Lakers, and he got a $50 million contract the next year. Cause of us. Y'all wasn't there.
Kent Bazemore started.
Kent Bazemore was on the team.
We started a lineup of Westbrook, Kent Bazemore, and DeAndre Jordan.
And we had Wellington twice.
We had multiple seasons of Wayne Ellington.
Ellington twice, because I was calling him Wayne and Ellington at the same time. But yes, Wayne Ellington twice. So
Brandon Bass.
This is hey, I liked him.
I liked him too. But I'm just going through the list. Because now it's Luka Doncic.
Right. And you have these hard times to see the light of day, right? But it's just like
Chris Duhon.
I think the biggest thing for me too is this is why I don't enter arguments with people anymore about hoop. You're not about to sit here up here and tell me OKC doesn't deserve the championship after they have put together such a good team. And they've been doing this since the bubble. When they had that run, if you remember, Dennis Schroeder was on that team.
That was
Chris Paul was on that team. Shea had just gotten from the Clippers, and he was starting to find himself, and they're realizing that this is their star. They start drafting extremely well. They get Chet out of Gonzaga. Don't talk to me about.
Yeah, they did it the right way.
They're built. Oh yeah, I feel like the NBA. Man, please, I'm not trying to. And this is why I don't argue with people about hoops if you're not really watching hoops. I'm sorry. You could have watched hoops 10 years ago. I don't care. I'm not talking to you about this. Casuals, please don't talk to me about this. Don't get in my DMs. Don't tell me what you think you know. I don't care. I really don't care. So yeah.
Theo Ratliff
was on the team.
Joe Smith.
Kendall Marshall was dark times. When you said that. Because when he was at UNC, he was raw. And
he was diving people, but...
Yeah, and then he played for the Suns. And then for some reason, we were like...
Ronnie Price with one shoe. I can keep going.
We did have Ronnie Turioff.
Yeah.
That was a time.
Derek Character, though.
That was a pool. Oh, my God. Do you remember Earl Clark?
Yeah.
We thought he was going to be something. Raw. He was good for like 2 games.
Because he wasn't on the scouting report. Fun fact, I was actually at his first, when he got his first minutes on the Lakers. Because somebody, what is it? I think Dwight Howard or somebody committed a flagrant and got kicked out the game. And the other team gets to choose a free throw shooter. And they chose Earl Clark. It was against the Nuggets. Me and my dad was at the game. And
you're like, whose man's is this?
Then we started hooping. And me and my dad was like, wow, we got to see the start of Earl Clark's career.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can pull any others out the hat, but I think between Derek Character and Theo Ratliff, it's been some times.
But that's what's worth being a fan and actually watching games and also being able to talk about other teams. Like the fact that I'm arguing with people about why am I defending OKC? Why are you making me defend OKC?
Yeah.
Why are you making me defend OKC in my free time?
Because where sports is at its peak is when we're talking shit, but also we're not straight up lying. Because at some point you gotta all right, off the record, I'm not talking about these teams, but OKC's good, right?
Right? they're actually really great at what they do.
Like Steph. I'm not going to lie on Steph Curry and the Warriors. You know how pristine the perfect example? The San Antonio Spurs of the late 2000s.
Opening episode, what did I tell you? The reason that I love hoop is because of the San Antonio. I'm not going to sit up here and lie about my love for it's the love of the game, man. It's the love of the game.
Because when the Spurs was working like clockwork and the ball just zipping around, I'm like, this is beautiful basketball.
When Manu was doing the Euro step before people was really doing the Euro step,
we're going to have some honest conversations about Ginobili because Ginobili don't get talked about.
He doesn't. But that's my point. It's just like the admission of like people follow players. Again, you follow players, you don't follow. It's just like, but I'm not going back and forth with you about this because there's too much bias here. Whatever. And also you don't know what you're talking about. But the person that knows what I'm talking about, don't get mad. Don't get mad.
Don't get mad. There's a certain NBA player that you love, former NBA player.
Yeah. Patrick Beverly.
Former Laker as well that I was forced to root for.
Don't associate him with the team at all.
Not anymore, no.
Yeah, I just never.
He has one moment that will forever.
When he grabbed that camera against the Celtics.
Yeah. Outside of that,
nothing. He's my least favorite Laker that we've ever had, and we just named a lot of bad Lakers. He recently decided to fix his mouth to talk about Meg Thee Stallion, and I don't care if you don't like her. I don't care if you don't like her. That's not what you're here for. My thing is why are you on a basketball pod talking about non-basketball things?
Why are you talking about any woman like this?
You're a grown man. Aren't you engaged?
I hope not.
He is.
I'm sorry.
Why are you on there? And then don't get me started on Jason Williams. I know you're broke. And you're just on a podcast talking about Meg and Clay, and that's why he's not shooting well. First of all, because now I'm about to really get into it. I really like Klay Thompson, and I liked him before he was
broke.
He probably is.
I know, but that's just so rich coming from us.
Exactly. Don't care. I have audacity, and I'm gonna have it today, cause y'all had it on your podcast. So, anyways, Jason Williams has the nerve to fix his mouth to say that's why Klay's not doing well. First of all, I was a Klay Thompson fan before him and Meg ever started dating. Before I was even a fan of Meg, I've always liked Klay Thompson. I think he's a dog. He, first of all, has had major injuries on lower leg injuries. He tore his ACL. He tore his Achilles. When he tore his ACL coming back from both injuries, ended up winning a championship. Yeah. The man is like the top 5 shooter of all time. Up there, he's like top 10 shooter of all time. He has shot 40% in his career from 3.
Top 3 shooter of all time.
That's what I'm saying. And it's just like, he is 35 and has 4 championships. And you're talking about a slump he's having with a team, mind you, who does not have a consistent point guard. They're playing their rookie at point. AD has been hurt. There's no spacing. And that's what you choose to go with as a talking point. Pat Bev, you're weak. You're weird. You're weird. You're weird. You're weird. And I never liked you. So that's really what this is about. It's not even really about Meg. It's the fact that you talked about Trae Young. You're not in the league anymore. Whatever. You're annoying. You shouldn't have said it. And then you're now arrested.
I was about to say, that's where I thought you were going to be.
No, I wasn't. I had to start where it really started. And because literally the next day, he got arrested for choking out your sister who was with an 18-year-old when you should have choked out the dude that she was with. But I digress. You're weird. You're weird.
And that has been Lisa's crush out corner.
I'm done.
You really don't like him.
I don't. I've never liked Pat Bev. Even when he was on the Lakers.
I know, but the way you just talked to that camera is like you talking to him. I'm like, this is personal. You don't even know him.
I don't. But it doesn't matter. I want you to know. I don't care for the way that you conduct yourself on your podcast. And you could probably say the same thing about me if you ever watch this episode. I don't really care. I'm standing 10 toes on that.
10 toes down. For those of y'all who don't know about the arrest, though, so it was leaked out that Pat Beverly got arrested for domestic violence. And what came out first was that his sister he found a sister with an 18-year-old boy, and he got arrested for domestic violence. 99.9% of everybody who saw that assumed he choked out the boy.
That was my thought. I have an older brother.
I just assumed.
That's immediate thought.
I didn't even fathom.
I couldn't even think that it went to that.
Once the cat was a sister, I was like, oh yeah, you're a bum.
You're out of here. Get this guy out of here.
Yeah.
Get a load of this guy.
Which, because we are a true and authentic basketball podcast and we keep it a buck, NBA, y'all got an abuser problem.
Yeah. Are y'all in the NFL?
Miles Bridges still in the league. Kevin Porter Jr. still in the league.
Jackson Hayes is still in the league.
Jackson Hayes is on my team, and I can't watch him without. Every time he's like, "Oh, the abuser got it done."
Yeah, he literally spit on a woman and is on the Lakers.
Yeah.
Insane.
Do better, NBA. Do better, sports. Because I feel like for the longest, the NFL only got the bad rep for like allowing like these things to persist in the league. But I think over the last several years, like the NBA has been trying to brush a lot under the rug.
There's been, even think about Derrick Rose. I was a huge fan of Derrick Rose.
Yeah, Derrick Rose.
And when that came out, it was just like, that was happening while he was still in the league.
Yeah.
And no one said anything. And then when he had scored, I remember when he scored that 51
with the T-Wolves.
With the T-Wolves. Oh, we love, and it's like, sure, because of basketball, but I'm like, why are we keeping these people in circulation? Why are we keeping y'all in circulation? It's just like, it's not good. It's not good for basketball. It's not good for me rooting for teams.
Yeah.
I don't want to root for an abuser.
I do not.
When Jackson Hayes makes a dunk, I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
I guess. I guess we got 2 more points.
Yeah.
But yeah, Pat Bev is weird. His podcast is weird. That's why you're not in the league. Wasn't you just playing for Israel? Like 2 seasons. That was also.
That was last season.
That was last season, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's just. I'm just like, but then just too, I don't like the way that he has been. The shit he did with Vando, where Vando signed he told him don't take the 4-year, $48 million contract. Right? Was that the?
Yeah.
He told him don't take that. All because he's a hater of the Lakers. Mm-hmm. Because he didn't like how his time went with the Lakers. You're weird. You messed up your boy's bag. Then after that, what else did he do? Oh, where do I start? There's so much. I have receipts. He did that. And then, yeah, he was talking about the way that he was talking about Trae Young. For what?
Yeah, that's weird.
So, yeah, I'm done. I don't even want to give you no more airtime. That's my crash out.
I think it's a successful crash out. I think that was a very successful crash out. I don't think I'm ever going to have like full crash out energy unless you do the crashing out of the crash
They're
out.
They're going to hate me. I know a lot of men watch this and y'all be manning. But
y'all be manning? Sounds like a T phrase.
They do. But anyways, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to say what I want to say. It's my pod with my best friend. So watch or not.
Cook. But before we close out, let's check in with these fantasy teams.
Yes. Records for all 3 of mine.
And I have 4 now.
When did you have time to join a 4th? What?
I saw a bug on here first thing. No, it's not a bug. It's just a fit.
Oh, I was like, what are we talking about? Burn the couch.
Yeah, so I have 4 fantasy teams. I think I got bored one day and joined one, and then I think somebody called me while I was drafting and it messed up my whole flow.
Oh, wow.
I think I drafted Walker Kessler after he already was out for the league. Cause I think I got off the phone. I was doing something on my phone. Then I looked. I was like, "Oh shit, I was drafted." But I have 4 teams. I'll go first real quick, and then we can go to yours. So one of the teams I haven't renamed yet, so it still says Kyler's Rad Team. Just the default fantasy team. That team is actually, we're 2-0. It's only 2 weeks, but I'm number 2 in the league in that one. Then I have my Wolf Pack. That team, we're in 7th place, 2-4. The Wolf Pack sucks, I see. Mm-hmm. I don't think I really be looking at these standings. My best team is Check Ball 3.0. It's 5-1 in the 2nd seed. And then the one with the people actually know, we are the Check Ball 1.0. We're 7th seed. This one is a category league, so it's not fantasy points. So we're 38-39.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So I've won 38 categories, lost 39, tied in 1. Gotcha. 14 games back of the 1st seed.
Gotcha.
What about you? What's going on in your fantasy world?
Okay, so I'm on I have 3 teams. My main league with being invitational, my team is YN Central. I'm 4-2, and I'm 3rd in the league, prep to be 2nd, because there's 2 people that are tied for 1st,
Gotcha.
and then 3 that are tied for 3rd. And then Purple Rain, this is the team that I didn't get to draft. Is actually doing good. I got a lot of pickups, late pickups, and I am 1st. They're doing East and West, and so I'm 1st in the East
Gotcha.
time, but I think I would be like 3rd in this one as well. And then my best squad is Terror Squad. I'm 6-0, number one in the league.
Defeated.
Yeah, so, and I'm having a real good matchup right now. We're like neck and neck, and this is probably my biggest comp this season in this league specifically. But yeah, 6-0 with Terror Squad. They're hooping over there.
So who are your fantasy star? Like, who's 1 or 2 players who you've been impressed with or very happy with on your fantasy teams, and then maybe 1 or 2 that pissed you off or are no longer on your team?
Yeah, so I have for Terror Squad specifically, because they have been my best team, Tyrese Maxey and Jalen Johnson have been studs for me.
That's a duo.
And I have Cade Cunningham.
I'm about to say neither of those were your first pick.
No. Jalen Johnson.
Cade, Tyrese, and Jalen. That's a hell of a trio.
And I got a late pickup, like just saw him in the outskirts. Nikhil.
Oh yeah, Alexander Walker.
He's been hooping because since
Trae Young's
Trey's
out,
been
yeah.
out, he's been hooping. So I would say those have been and obviously Luka.
Yeah.
Has been like a stud on my teams. My least favorite player has been, who did I kick off my team? Oh, Ace Bailey. Got him right off. I was giving him a chance for weeks. I mean, I don't know what.
You gave him 3 games.
I was sick of him. And then I just got rid of Risha Share.
Disappointing.
It was like I really wanted to. He had moments, and then I was like, I just can't.
It's not a consistency.
You're a liability. Get out of here. And now I have Cam Whitmore, and he got 0 points today, but it was because he was sick. I thought he just did not play well.
Oh, okay.
So we'll see how that goes. How about you? Who's your stars?
So Austin Reeves, 3rd round pick. I think I might have got him in 4th round. Either way, fantastic.
Yeah.
I think I said on the first episode I was staying far away from Brown. I don't know why people drafted Brown in fantasy this year.
Right.
I'm mad that, because I think it was 2 weeks ago, my matchup had Luka. I wish I had that matchup this week so AR could be balling while Luka's not playing.
Oh, true enough. Yeah.
But either way, like, AR is just such a fantastic fantasy player for me. Like,
Yeah.
the fact that he can just randomly give me 40, 10, and 10 is nice.
Yeah.
So that's been one. Who else has been like a stud for me? I think AR is the one that stood out the most. I think here and there. I don't have him on my team anymore, but when I did have Nurkic, he was hooping for me for a bit. Then I tossed in for Derek Queen. Then with injuries, so I had to put people all over the place. But I think AR has been the most consistent. The people who have gotten on my nerves, your boy Anthony Simons did not have a long stay on my team.
My fault. I really thought.
I thought so too.
I really thought.
And he would consistently give me like 16 and 2.
Yeah, that's nasty work. We need more from you, guy.
More times than I was like 8 and 3.
Yeah.
Sometimes he'll give you 19 and 1.
Yeah, and he was a lot better on the
Trailblazers.
Trailblazers.
But he wasn't doing it on the fantasy team, so he had to get up out of there.
Yeah.
I had a sneaky. Oh, that would be another. Someone dropped Jalen Suggs for some reason, so I scooped Jalen Suggs up.
Choices were made.
Yeah, I was like, oh, y'all just don't want Jalen Suggs.
Sure.
I'll take Jalen Suggs. Someone had dropped Bane too, but I didn't want to touch Bane. But I got Jalen Suggs.
Yeah.
Şengün's hurt right now, but I think it was just Anthony Simons that was like really getting on my nerves. I don't think anybody else has been disappointing to the point where I would drop them.
Yeah.
But I've just been playing like the waiver wire a lot, trying to see like sneaky pickups I get.
Yeah.
Like Dylan Brooks I picked up for a while because he's, as much as you hate him,
Yeah.
he has been producing.
Sure.
Sure is crazy. So yeah, I'm wading in the water right now. I feel like my teams are built for the long run of the season.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to how they continue to grow and develop over time. But I'm happy with AR leading my squad.
Yeah, solid. Those are solid picks. I think I have also chosen the longevity route versus trying to win games right now.
Yeah, because we're in December.
Yeah, it's fine. So like some people I'm holding on to when I'm like they have been injured. Like I had Kobe White, and I'm like he's worth
on my team too.
He's worth the wait. De'Aaron Fox was in my IR for a while, and then I activated him. So it's just like playing the long game.
Has anybody tried to rob you for a trade?
Yes, we talked about this. Lauri Markkanen is on my YN Central squad, and hey, we're not doing that. It's a lot of other YNs on there, but anyways.
It's a YFM young finish.
Lauri Markkanen. Somebody wanted to get. I forgot who it even was. What did I send you?
I'll look it up. I know it was crazy though.
It was like Lauri Markkanen for Miles Turner and.
Crazy.
And
it was Lauri for Miles Turner and Ryan Rollins.
What?
Which Ryan Rollins has been hooping, but
not enough for me to give up Lauri.
Lauri, who was averaging 30.
He's having a great season.
Yeah.
No. So yeah, I've had some interest. Oh, somebody tried to give me Steph for. Hold on, I have to say this one because it was crazy. Somebody wanted. Oh, I don't even have it in here anymore. Oh, is it? Wrong league. Hold on. But it was. People also think I'm sweet. That's the other thing. Wanted Steph for Jalen Suggs and Andrew Nembhard. No. So yeah, some people have been trying to fleece me.
Yeah, the only one that I got that I rejected immediately was Sengun for Jabari Smith Jr. and Cedric Howard on the Grizzlies, who has been hooping.
Cedric has been, yeah.
But not
that's crazy. No.
And they ended up dropping Cedric, and now I picked up Cedric. So now I have Sengun and Cedric.
So I win either way.
Yeah. I'm not going to trade Sengun for the worst
crazy.
Player. But a worst player on his own team.
Right. No. That's crazy work.
But fantasy's underway. The season's underway. We're in December. Things are looking good for the Lake Show. And I'm just excited to be watching winning basketball. Like, I think these games that we've played, the games that we've won, because I think we've won 16 games this season.
Yeah, we have.
All 16 of them, I was like, yeah, we're going to win this.
Yeah, handedly.
I wasn't stressed.
Yeah, and against good teams, we have been showing up. I think the Suns game was just some weird fluke. Just not playing well and letting Dylan Brooks and Cullen go off, whatever that is. But yeah, for the most part, I'm not concerned. I think we're one wing player, like I've said multiple times, away. But all in all, it's been a fun season.
It's been a fun season.
Yeah.
And that's been another episode of Off the Bounce podcast brought to you by the Banquet Hall. We're back. We're going to try to be as consistent as possible, but life be life and sometimes.
Yeah.
But we're looking forward to bringing y'all more episodes. It's weird we don't play the Celtics in Boston this year. It's a weird thing with the schedule.
It's very strange. JJ has been saying a lot of stuff about the schedulers.
Yeah. But yeah, there's just no game against the Celtics in Boston.
Hey,
which is just
weird. It is what it is.
Hey,
see them when they get here.
See them when they get here. But thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all tap in with the podcast at OT Bounce Pod. Tap in with us. Let us know what y'all want to hear on the podcast, and we'll keep the content coming. And for all of y'all that celebrate, I wish y'all happy holidays.
Happy Kwanzaa.
Happy Kwanzaa for the people.
Yes.
Or also, if you say F all the holidays and F capitalism, we with you too.
I'm with you. But thanks for tuning in. We'll see y'all soon.